ladies and gentlemen. Welcome as we present the 2020 Softball Showcase. Hi, hello, how's it going? My name is John Tyler, and alongside me is Raylene Gutierrez, who is a freshman at LSU, who at one time, just a year ago, participated in the Athletics Mercado organization, and there were some similarities we were talking about in pregame where you had been with the team while seeing another team as wonderful as Athletics Mercado is and going, wow, what is this like? And it paid dividends for you, winning 3 national championships, coming up in second place once. Mm-hmm. Impressive for sure. So before we get to the first batter, what was the experience like playing for Athletics Mercado?
It was a pretty tight-knit group. It was like a family. Chemistry was really good, and then, I don't know, we just kind of balled out for the summer and everything, so it was fun.
Well, we start the game with Jasmine Perez-Chica, the center fielder who is batting first. This game is underway with the first pitch being high for ball 1. Devin Netz is pitching for SoCal, wearing number 34. Both teams in black, so we will help you along the way. Athletics Mercado batting first here in our second game of the day. That one's outside, but called for a strike. Second game of the day, our first game webcast. We will be here for 3, our last one starting at 12:45 p.m. The next offering on 1-1 is low, but swung on for a strike. Perez-Chica is up with Kayla Nelson on deck. One and two. Slap foul, count remains 1-2. Playing for Athletics Mercado, what did you like the most about them? What attracted you to their squad?
I think it was the intensity that Coach Dave really had. Practice, games, everything. He took it seriously, one game at a time, one pitch, everything. Very structured, and you just had to work hard to earn your spot at the team. So,
out recorded at first base. Wonderful pickup and throw to record the out, thrown to Rachel Allen. The next batter will be Kayla Nelson. No score, we're just starting, 1 out. Athletics Mercado at bat right now. SoCal also in black. Of course, batting second. 1 out. Low for a ball. How did Raylene? How did LSU find out about you?
We went to tournaments out of state. I think mine was Colorado when they first became interested in me, and right from then, I just fell in love with them.
Yeah, you never know who will be watching.
Exactly.
We were mentioning yesterday. We get the next offering. That was low, yet outside. That's a ball. We were mentioning yesterday about with the 3-1 count upcoming. It's in for a full count. Is that this youth hockey showcase that I was part of for players age 16 to 20 that come from most of the eastern schools, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, all over. You never know who you're possibly going to impress. The 3-2 is slapped, going foul. Count remains full. No score. Ball 4.
Nice pitch.
There was was oohs and ahs in this booth. And the next batter is McKenna Gibson with the runner on.
2021 committed to Tennessee.
And we were mentioning this yesterday, maybe for those that weren't watching, is that the Div 1 talent is through
Crazy.
the roof.
Yeah.
That one's low. Inside below the knees. No score in the ball game, 1 out. Full count. Once again, second straight batter.
3-1.
3-1, I said corrected. The runner on, 1. That goes for strike 2. Mentioned this to Raylene in pregame, is that in my first semi-pro game with this one team, I was talking with the coaching staff of the opposition as we approach a 3-2 pitch. Hits the batter, so 2 on, 1 out. Is that I would approach their coach and talking about his team. He goes, "Oh yeah, this guy went to Michigan. This guy went to Texas," and it being my first game, it didn't mean I was absolutely new to the sport. I mean, it's not like you could absolutely fool me. And I'm going, well, that's great. I mean, it's awesome and incredible to be chosen and play for Division I schools. But you could have a guy from Wyoming or Montana have the same amount of incredible skill, yet you're at the school at this point. You make the most of your opportunity no matter where you are.
Exactly.
Batter now is Presley Pilone. The second baseman comes on with 1 out, 2 on. That's a strike. The throw to third is not in time, and the run will score. Kayla Nelson converts. And it's 1-0.
It was a great heads-up base running by Quincy Lilio on the pass ball to third base.
Mm-hmm. Anything better you think that could have been done on the play?
I think the third baseman should have kept it in front of her most likely, and the run wouldn't have scored.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great base running by Athletics Mercado.
The 1-1 pitch is a rise ball. This one's lifted near the dugout. And that! Impressive.
Great play right there.
Angie Yellen makes the play to be able to jump over the top of the dugout and make the catch. 2 down. 1-2 with the runner on and 1 in. 1-2 offering is another rise ball that this time hits the backstop. One-two pitch to Pilone is low. It evens the count. No activity on the base pass.
Way to keep it in front, catcher.
That's 2-2 delivery is grounded and handcuffed the first baseman. The run does go in. It's 2-0 Athletics Mercado. The ball went off of the first baseman's foot, handcuffing Rachel Allen. You're almost in a no man's land situation where you have your glove facing forward, you turned it back, but in the end it went off her foot just left of the glove.
It was a tricky hop right there.
Very. Desiree Marin with the runner bluffing. It's a strike. Happy to have you with us wherever you're watching our live stream today, courtesy of PPV Livestream. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez, who will be a sophomore next year at Louisiana State, is our in the analyst chair today, providing us with some wonderful insight. As we mentioned earlier, three-time national champ, playing for Athletics Mercado. The next pitch from Metz, rise ball. Marin stands in. This one's foul. With two down, base hit left field, off the lip of the infield. Rabbits on the paths again at first and second. We're going to have a designated runner. Quincy Lilio will be the designated runner, who scored the earlier run.
Correct. Great base runner, great player all around. 2021 going to University of Oklahoma.
Val Alvarez, the designated player, is at the plate. And I'll be frank with you, I don't have a 15 on any of their rosters. Is Alvarez? It is Alvarez, so she's switched to 15. We said corrected. The next offering is fair. Alvarez is aboard. Run is across. It's 3-0 Athletics Mercado.
Great hit down the line right there.
Talk so much about it's not so much the hitting for power, it's the smart hitting of finding your spots, and that one was one of the favorites, the inside-out swing. Is there any difficulty in that?
I think you just got to make it at the right point of contact, and I think they focus more on hitting their pitch, the one that they're looking for in that situation, moving the runners forward instead of just keeping them stranded there. So great hit.
Runners on the corners, 2 out. Metz's first pitch is down the pipe for a strike. What did you like about travel ball so much?
Probably all the games that you play. I think going in as a freshman to Louisiana, like you have so much time during the summer to play really good softball teams and prepare yourself for the season. So that was like an advantage, I would say, going in as a freshman because you have the whole summer to prepare for it.
That was a hit and run play. It goes foul. Lou was talking about this yesterday. Were you on the team that played on a 1 and 2 count upcoming, that played 10 games, no, or 7 games in a day to win a championship? Were you the team?
I feel like that's so many tournaments that we had. You lose one game, you're in the loser's bracket.
Siders are tired. The damage is done. Most of it with outs in hand. Mercado gets 3 as we reach the bottom half of the first. Athletics Mercado 3, and the SoCal Athletics are coming up.
I started when I was 7, and I did rec first, like everyone else. I didn't do t-ball. But I started sparking an interest with softball when I was around 5. My dad and I would go in our bonus room and like hit little wiffle balls with different colors and be like, here's the broccoli, and I'd like hit it super hard. And so that's how I started really getting into the sport.
Welcome back to our 2020 softball showcase. We come to the bottom of the first inning. Athletics Mercado has put 3 on the board. Picking their spots with opportune hitting and wonderful base running has put them up by 3 in a quick hole for SoCal. The first pitch is outside. Ellie Bellardi, the shortstop, leads things off. That one's in there for a strike. The count evens at 1-1. Pitching is Stevie Hansen, who pitched yesterday. As you see more and more now in football, and now recently, as this one gets foul at 1 and 2, is the identification cards to help them aid in what they need to throw to any particular batter. What advances, because there's a lot. I mean, games are filmed more. There's perhaps analytics. There's definitely the ID cards. Have any of those advances helped you in what you do?
I think the signing cards are for sign pickoffs. I know my team in travel, we'd always pick the signs so then we'd know what pitch is coming. So I think the cards are a great advantage right there.
Count evens at 2.
A shift in the infield.
Leaving right center field absolutely exposed. Outside, counts full. Probably the first time in good eye. That's the first time we've had a shift. Any of the games we have covered so far.
Usually for slappers, Coach Dave would always shift because we'd pitch them outside mostly.
Lucked out with that one. The ball was dropped on the foul tip. Count remains at 3 and 2. Our fun stats from yesterday: 3 cars were hit with foul balls.
That's why I parked far.
The frozen pizza, that strikes her out. That's the first out of the inning. The other fun fact was the umpire got hit 3 times over the course of the day. He was a little worse for wear.
That's when he called timeout.
he did. Well, we were taking bets on the over-under of how many times he'd circle home plate just to walk things out. The next batter is Mikami, and she swings one foul. That one is down the pipe for a strike. Hands his next pitcher, wise ball. Probably the most devastating pitch in softball because it goes to physics.
It looks so good, and then right at the last second, it just goes up.
Yeah. And it's a lot harder to swing up than swing down.
Exactly.
The next batter is Allie Skaggs. Number 22, the second baseman takes for ball one. The 1-0 inside at the knees. It's 2-0. What did you enjoy so much about being a Tiger in your freshman year?
Ooh. Everything, almost.
It's eye-opening experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, and going so far away from home, because I'm from
Right.
here, California.
Mm-hmm. This one, no! Off the heel! And Skaggs is aboard.
Nice hard hit right there.
So next up is Devin Netz, the pitcher. LSU in a moment. Outside for a ball with a runner on. 3-0. Athletics Mercado is on top. We play here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted high, difficulty, no, quite easy in fact. That will put down the side for the Athletics. They get nothing on, leave a runner on at the end of an inning. Athletics Mercado leads 3-0.
My dad put me in like every sport and like just to try things out because I was young, you know. So then I mainly like worked on softball. Like I would play like tennis and like I would do ballet and all these other sports, but softball, like I would just do everything softball. Like even when I wanted to like do tennis, I would be like hitting the ball over the fence like a softball player would, or like, you know, my dad just knew that like I wanted to do softball, and so did I.
We go to the top half of the second inning. The Athletics Mercado is up and Andrews is at the plate. Bunts one. Mets throw to first is in time. Solid throw. In fact, probably a harder throw to first base than what came to the plate.
Definitely nice throw from the pitcher.
That's one of the things you always worry about is my God, you're getting coming in hot from the pitcher, and the first baseman really has to be alert.
Exactly.
So that gives way to Tovin, the third baseman. First offering, grounded off the heel. No play at first. Tovin is aboard. And we go back to the top of the order. Jasmine Perez-Chica is up.
It's okay. We can hear you.
Okay.
You're live.
Okay. Perez-Chica shows bunt, retreats, tries to slap it. No, the throw to second. It was there, but the second baseman had already overcommitted and turned the wrong way and was unable to make the tag. So Perez-Chica has a stolen base. Okay, the story. You've been to the Maravich Center.
Maravich?
You've been to the Maravich Center, basketball arena at LSU.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Named after
Crazy.
Pistol Pete Maravich. Okay, this guy. Oh, I get to teach you. Awesome.
Well, I'm excited.
That's in for a strike. Perez-Chica on first. Mercado trying to add to this 3-0 lead. So Pete Maravich played from 66 to 69 at LSU. He averaged 44 points a game.
Whew.
Averaged. What a catch!
Nice catch.
That one was sort of a dying duck, and making the catch. That was impressive. SoCal Athletics are on it today. Bellardi with the stab of the catch. So what a way. Paris Chica still on second base. Next up is that one's in for a strike. Kayla Nelson is up. Okay, so they named the basketball arena after Pete Maravich. You saw it in the light.
It's crazy out there.
Oh, their basketball games are an amazing atmosphere in the SEC.
Sports in general.
Right.
In the SEC.
Football,
everything.
Look at your football club.
National champions.
Probably the college football teams. That. So the first ends the inning. Nothing across for Mercado this time. We've completed an inning and a half. The score, Athletics Mercado 3, and no score for SoCal Athletics.
Oh, I hang out with my grandpa. He's my best friend. I tell him everything. He lives like 2 streets away from the house, so now I can drive. I'll be driving to his house all the time. But I hang out with him, or I'll go to the beach with my parents on weekends off and just hang out with friends during the week if I have time.
Back to the bottom of the second inning. It's 3-0 in favor of Athletics Mercado. I was just telling Raylene earlier, Baton Rouge got the chance to announce on the Globetrotter Tour, and one of our stops was Baton Rouge. We had practice at their practice facility. I snuck out and walked into an empty and dark Maravich Center. Of course, I know if I was caught, I'd probably be sent home, but, you know, you take a chance. Oh, fantastic. One thing we will have is, as part of our advantage here with this wonderful crew with Beverly Boy Productions, is the ability to have replay capability.
Ooh. Hit the catcher.
Kiki Estrada is up, the designated player. Next offering, rise ball. It's a 1-2 count to Estrada. Estrada stands in, and the 1-2 pitch from Hansen is in for a strike. Struck her out. I thought it was possibly low, and that's why I hesitated. You react instead of anticipate. And actually, it really falls into what the sport is all about, reaction. The anticipation could definitely help, but it could also eat you up.
Exactly.
That one's outside. You played what position?
First.
What are the keys that you look for in a first baseman? What makes them very successful? Ooh, that one is down for a hit. And it's an inside-out swing that went down on the replay. And almost thrown out at first base. I've always thought,
sometimes
as we get to Yellen comes up for a ball, say again?
Sometimes you get those hard hits where you can just chuck it at the first base and see if you get her out.
I always thought it bordered on sort of embarrassing to get thrown out by the right fielder.
I've done that before.
This one is swung on and belted into the Bermuda Triangle. It drops in front of all three of them. And now, runners at first and second. A good piece of hitting by Yellen, and it makes way for Rachel Allen, the first baseman. I said corrected Hannah Slikes. Designated runner on for the Athletics is Reagan Lennon. Sister of Taryn, who's in the starting lineup today. The first pitch to Slikes, slap to first. Easy choice to go to first to record the out unassisted.
She could have gone for the
force at third, but it's a risky throw. Taryn Lennon is up. Her sister is on second. Runners in scoring position. Ball one to Lennon.
Nice
that one
hit.
is dropped for a hit. Athletics score. One run is in, two are in. And the Athletics are right back in it, trailing 3-2 on a great hit by Taryn Lennon. We don't see it on this screen, but we see it on that. And a good piece of hitting. Probably the hardest hit ball of the day so far.
Great 2-out hitting.
Elise Ontiveros fouls one off. The count is 0-1. The 0-1 from Hansen, a little dribbler. Sides retired. But the SoCal Athletics awakened things with some timely hitting and wonderful base running, and we've completed 2 innings. It's 3-2 Athletics. Welcome back to our 2020 softball showcase. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez with you, bringing you all the. Oh, hi, we're here. There we are. She's like, wait, what do I do now?
I saw myself on the screen. I was like,
oh yeah, of course, on our monitor. Good game so far.
Exactly, it's very good competition right here.
Top of the third now, it's 3-2 Athletics Mercado. SoCal got 2 in the bottom of the second.
Ooh, nice coach.
McKenna Gibson is up, the first baseman, who made the put out to in the bottom half of the second. Top of the third now, that one's in for a strike. That slow tried to sell it and frame it. No dice that time. Two and one. Grounded foul, it evens the count at 2. Years ago, when you were in high school or perhaps even junior high, middle school, what attracted you to play softball?
My sisters actually got me into it. I think when I was 5, my parents stuck me in with them.
Oh, wow.
So ever since then, I've been playing. But I love it. You meet people that you'll be friends with for your rest of your life, so it's pretty. It's a great sport.
Probably the biggest reward of all. Offering from Metz is in there for a strike.
Nice
Strike
pitch.
3. Hansen is pumped. That was a great serious look there. Presley Pilon is up with one down. Golfed high and deep. It's caught for the second out of the inning. Play made by Mikami. So quickly 2 down, and Caleb Pollard is up. Catcher definitely trying to frame to get that cheap little extra strike.
Just a little. You gotta.
Pays to be a salesman, whether good or shiesty. The 1-0 is a dribbler in play and tagged up to end the inning, and Athletics Mercado quickly goes down. We've completed 2.5. The score, Athletics Mercado 3, SoCal Athletics 2. And we're back live. Welcome, everyone. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez here, who is going to be a sophomore at LSU this coming year, and a long drive back to Baton Rouge. And
24 hours.
We've seen 2024. Well, hopefully it'll be split up, of course. There's some wonderful places to see on the I-10. Love Baton Rouge. Saw it about 17 years ago and just absolutely love the South. That one, the amazing thing is you might have a one-up on me. I did not try gumbo.
Ooh.
See, you're like, what's your deal?
They made me try everything. Alligator.
Oh, I
Alligator's
had gator
pretty
tail,
good.
Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it when my first visit there. We were playing against Florida, and they had them on the skewers for them.
Yes.
Very.
Yeah, the cuisine is quite different.
Frogs.
In the South. Frogs.
Yeah, I tried frog. It was pretty good. Different.
We had to dissect frogs in junior high. That's as far as I'm going, as far as my...
No, it tastes like chicken, everyone. Everyone says that, and it does.
Well, they breaded the gator tail.
Mm-hmm.
That was wonderful. Bottom of the third here, 3-2. And the SoCal Athletics will try to tie things up here. As we advance, the batter now back to the top of the order. Bilardi, fly ball, and it is caught for the first out of the inning.
Great
One down.
communication by the infielders right there.
It's one of the things you have to have.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Move.
Especially in the no man's land in the infield right there.
Right. Where 3 players are converging, and when you're looking up, you can't see your peripheral. One down, the batter is Mikami. The center fielder made catch in the previous half inning. That evens the count. Foul tip. That's it. Down on 3 straight, 2 down. It brings Allie Skaggs to the plate. This one's drilled to left field and avoids the hill. So Skaggs is aboard. Down the lines, it's 186 feet. Dead center field is 196 feet.
Beautiful hit, and it was cut off by Maddie Simon over there. Would have been a double if she hadn't.
And the foul poles are only 10 feet tall. Devin Netz is up. We had a few ground rule doubles going to the into the patrons out past the field of play. Had one grand slam yesterday. It tied things up. Rise ball, foul, going into the dugout, out of play. Two outs in the bottom half of the third. Nets, fly ball, caught. Side retired. The score remains 3-2 Athletics Mercado as we've completed 3 innings of gameplay. And we're back live. 3-2 the score as we approach the top half of the fourth inning. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez with you. Incoming sophomore at LSU. And what have you enjoyed so far about any difference from what you've seen from when you played for Athletics Mercado?
I feel like we have a bunch of, we have the facilities, we have everything that we need. Like, if we want something, we get it almost.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it there. Perfect facilities. That's, the big thing. You have, everything that you need. So
That's excellent. We go back to the top half of the fourth inning. 3-2 the score. Athletics are trailing by 1. With Mercado up, the batter is Desiree Marin. Rise ball off speed, up for a ball. Next offering to Marin. This one is lifted and caught. Taryn Lennon makes the play. Three-two the score. Ooh,
nice
off
pitch.
speed. And that's why they call the position a pitcher. It's you don't throw, you pitch, you find your spots. That one is high, 2 balls to count. Sit corrected on a 1-1 pitch coming from Hansen. Strike 2. Fights. That one goes loose. Wild pitch on the throw. Recorded at first. Wonderful job by the first baseman to
pick a lane. That was good.
Right. That's probably better described by you than me. The way she brought her leg down reminded me of a hockey goaltender because you had to protect yourself at the same time, right? If in case it did go off the leg. 2 down, Val Alvarez is up. Trying to build on a 3-2 advantage. We're in the top of the fourth. Ball 1.
Nice pitch.
On the outside corner, strike 1. Count evens at 1-1. She's throwing more off-speed pitches in these later innings.
Finding her groove, knowing what pitch to pitch to them.
Inside. Definitely off the plate. 2-2. Is a worm burner, a 45-footer. Count is full at 3-2.
3-1.
3-1.
You got it.
With 2 down, count is full. Hansen swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Came in with the low fastball, got the job done. We've completed 3.5 as we approach the bottom half of the 4th. A reminder of the score, Athletics Mercado leading 3-2. Welcome back as we present the 2020 Softball Showcase. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez with you. Happy to have you with us along for the ride. Production brought to you by Beverly Boy. This event sponsored by Athletics Mercado, and currently their team is nursing a 3-2 lead. Our new pitcher is Riley White. First pitch is in for a strike. Kiki Estrada is up. And the 0-1 pitch outside. Definitely a quicker pace so far with Riley White pitching.
She's more of touch and go right there.
Keeps us on our toes. I like the pace. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball to center field. With the beat on it, 1 away. Put down by Perez Chica.
Emily Cazares on.
Oh, I said corrected with Cazares. More changes we will identify momentarily. Up now is Angie Yellen. Inside yet for a strike.
I know.
Ooh, that's a strike.
Nice pitch.
That was right down the pipe. Next pitch to Yellen from White. Fouled away.
Good. Ooh. On the line right there.
Super close. On 3-2. This one grounded and in time for out number 2. Kaylin Hornbuckle is up, swung on and missed. Count evens. 2-1 to Hornbuckle. Two and two. Well, it's high, she takes. Count is full at 3-2, and that is the score so far as we play in the bottom half of the fourth, with the Athletics down by 1. What's the key on a full count with 2 down, and what do you do? It's risky either way.
Stay alive, that's all. If you don't like the pitch, just foul it off. Easier said than done,
like that.
But
we make you sound prophetic once in a while.
Ooh.
I think the umpire was asking for a little time for himself.
That could be it.
Full count, 2 down.
Staying alive in this count right now.
Yeah. Hornbuckle drives one to left. Stays alive. Five straight foul balls. And that ends there. Beautiful piece of work at the plate, but Hornbuckle goes down. We've completed 4 innings. The score remains since the second inning. 3-2 Athletics Mercado on top. And one more look at the at-bat as you take a look at Hornbuckle going down. He's fished for it a little too much outside. Top of the fifth and a wonderfully played ball game here this morning with Athletics Mercado leading by 3 runs to 2. Emily Cazares is the first batter up.
Ooh, nice bunt. Strong throw from the catcher right there.
Very strong throw because that was a bang-bang play and the ball just dropped dead 5 feet in front of the plate. Yeah, that was absolutely a great bit of hitting in spite of it resulting in an out. Look at that. It just stopped.
Being a leadoff hitter, got to do what you got to do to get on. Catcher had a beautiful throw to first, too.
Indeed. First one is in for a strike. Swung
Nice pitch
on
by the pitcher.
and missed. Metz has gone the distance. Nets, correction. Swung on and missed for out number 2. I got a good question for you. And you may not go into too much detail about it, but the 4 numbers that they call out before a pitch is made, what is that about?
The numbers are usually you look at. It's like a little chart that you.
So it
follow,
translates
and
into something.
It gives you a pitch. Sometimes I read it wrong, but most of the time.
We have a new pitcher up.
I like to hang out with my friends a lot and like go to the beach since it's not that far from here and just like relax because being like playing softball and everything is very stressful and like hard, so like just getting to relax and just like lay by the pool or go to the beach or just do stuff like that, just kick back is what I usually do.
Sydney Hornbuckle is now pitching in place of Nets. This is our first of 3 that we are webcasting today. Later on, in fact, in mere moments, I guarantee you one thing: a Firecracker team will win. Way to narrow it down. Both Firehawk squads will be Firecrackers squads will be facing each other. 11:15, 12:45 will be our final game that we'll webcast today. Athletics Mercado will return. They'll take on a team we have not seen yet, the Corona Angels. Madison Waymeyer is up. That's a strike. That is quite the hole dug in the circle. In fact, it was funny because yesterday at the end of an inning when they rolled the ball back to the circle, we lost the ball. It dropped. It never saw it again. Our grounds crew will have fun in between games replacing those divots.
For sure, right there.
Getting better footing, actually. There won't be any dirt left when Hornbuckle is done. 2-0. 2-1, correction. Rise ball. Ups to 3-1. Charging in for the out, retires aside. Job done wonderfully by Hornbuckle. And we go to the bottom half of the 5th. Athletics trail by 3-2. Riley White continues in her second inning of work as we approach the bottom of the 5th. Score is not changed from the second inning. It is 3-2, Athletics Mercado on top. So we're getting down to crunch time with the Athletics down by 1. And they have 2 more chances, 2 more innings to tie the score.
Definitely a pitcher's duel in this game.
But you have to think with the SoCal Athletics are concerned, the sense of urgency is now. One and one. This one is duck snorted. The throw to first is
Safe.
not in time. We'll take a look at it again.
Slow roller right there.
And still a tough call in the replay.
Big lead right there. Safe.
Samantha Ganadin up, the outfielder. As both teams have given way to their second units, both on the field and in the pitcher's circle. 0-1. Foul tipped. In the hole, 0-2. Well, the time for patience has gone and passed, and we've seen that already. We've just mentioned the sense of urgency that you're seeing right now.
Last few innings are where you have to dig deep on it.
Right. That was no. And had it gone fair, now, I think the only opportunity was to go to second with the action happening down the left field line. 0-2. Ooh, strike 3 on the outside. One down, Elise Ontiveros is up. As we get to the bottom of the order, behind her. Thankfully caught, although to be honest, the backstop isn't deep at all. You can see it's just millimeters away.
Yeah.
The 1-0 is
Hard
drilled.
hit.
Ooh, tried to be nifty by throwing it to second on from the glove.
I would say that was going to be the only option right there.
I think you're right. There's no time for the exchange from glove to hand.
Her momentum was already going to second.
Right. And we take a look again. Yeah, there was no time to do it. You're right. Not always. Tie goes to the runner. Well, and the funny thing is when I said on the replay it was close either way, the umpire turned in my direction right away. Like, what are you? But it was that close. Where it could have been
the game
safer.
of inches.
Right. Ali Bellardi is up. Oh, and believe me, sometimes I sell things really good. You know, with a matter-of-fact voice to the point where I notice, people turn their head like, are you serious? So here's what I pulled yesterday. You'll love this. The number codes, right? Someone says something like 5111. I go, wait a minute, that's my garage door code. How'd you know that? All of my production crew here looked my way. I go, no. I was just messing with you guys, but I had you hook, line, and sinker. No, you're not. The crew will be trained really soon that I dazzle them with brilliance and baffle them with you-know-what. Ball 2, the count. 2-2 now.
Runners in scoring position, it's the time to knock them in.
Yeah, the urgency is on, and that's why they had the pitchers meeting with everyone, all the infielders earlier. Fastball outside to the left field line and foul. What was that?
Firecrackers right there.
Oh, that's what that sound was. Firecrackers. Okay. The 2-2 is in the dirt.
Keeping in front.
3-2. With money to play with, 1 out, the full count pitch is drilled and caught. There's a play to end the inning. What a huge play. We'll take a look at it one more time.
Nice hard hit to pylon.
That was impressive. You had to do it. The sense of urgency was on. We go to the 6th. It's still 3-2 Athletics Mercado.
Let's get more aggressive to the ball. We're all kind of pausing here.
I was prepared that it was going to be hard. As the season progressed, you learn that it's a lot harder than you think.
And you're going the wrong way! No! Dang it!
I've had a lot of bad experiences where we might have lost the game because of something that I've done.
The throw to hit the ball now is at second. You gotta make a cuttable throw.
Not only was I not on Mike's team, my parents were getting a divorce.
I don't need 1 foot on the dock and 1 foot in the boat. I need a commitment.
I've had like high expectations to meet, so I just want to please
your ass all year for this time. Not to get lazy.
It's definitely rough. A lot of people think that it's the easiest thing in the world.
It's tough to have someone that is supposed to be there supporting you doing the opposite.
What would you give the pain on a scale, 1 to 10?
Like a 7.
So it's pretty good.
Welcome back. John Tyler, Raylene Gutierrez with you
Q.
as we hit the top of the 6th. Scheduled for 6. We had a tie game that stayed a tie. In the interest of time, we halted the game at the end of the 6th. So we'll see what happens here. It's up to the Athletics to lock things up. Quincy Lilio, a junior, going to Oklahoma, committed there, is the first one up. 3-2 the score. Ball 1.
Ooh, high strike right there.
And the count evens at 1. Sydney Hornbuckle continues her work in relief. Tried to frame it. That's a ball, 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. Slap foul would have been better served to hold up. It stays alive at 2-2. Even count pitch is caught for the out. First out of the inning. Ellie Bellardi makes the catch. And it's one down that gives way for McKenna Gibson. Outside, 1-0. Is over the black for a strike. One and one. Ooh.
Nice pitch.
No opportunity to react. I think she was going to hold up anyway. 1-2. That one with more gusto. That's 2-2 the count. Change up on that one, goes foul, count remains even at 2. This one to left and deep and in for a hit. Just barely stayed fair.
Pinch runner Quincy Lilio.
Definitely have to play the speed game here in the 6th inning. And a lead of 1. One is ground, a double play possibility. You know what? Key to that play was it looked like it hit a rock because it was an odd bounce.
Q ran right into the out.
As you take a look at it again, it's an odd hop and basically recorded 4 outs in the inning. Nonetheless, we go to the bottom of the 6th. One last chance for the Athletics to tie things up. It's been 3-2 since the 2nd inning. Brooke Owens leads things off for the SoCal Athletics. Their team trails by 1 at 3-2. We're going to put Raylene Gutierrez in the manager's or head coach's chair here. I kind of want you to carry us through the 6th inning. What do you want to see done by the Athletics?
Get people on, move them over, hit them in. Don't try to do anything too big. You just got to get runners on.
And if you were the Athletic Mercado manager, what are your goals here? 0-2.
I would say look at the at-bats before this inning. Know the hitters' weaknesses and whatnot.
0-2 is high. What would you tell your pitcher before this very important inning?
Take a breath. Pretend it's the same inning as the one before. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
2-2. No one out in the 6th. That's in for a strike. Strike 3 called. Megan McCamey is up, who is destined for the University of Maryland. Outside, that's a ball. Lifted and goes foul. On 1-1 and 1 away. This one is high, yet in the zone for a strike. Count is 1-2. 3-2. Athletics Mercado is on top. The 1-2 outside. 2-2. To second softly. It's 2 down in the 6th inning.
Great job by Presley to go through that ball rather than wait on it.
Now that's where anticipation comes into play, especially with the luxury of it being a slow roller.
Mm-hmm.
Last chance for romance for the Athletics. Ellie Skaggs is up. Going to the U of A. The 1-0 to Skaggs is low. That goes 2-0. Lays off 3-0. First time in this half inning that the count is in favor of the batter. On 3-0. Ball 4. And the winning run is up. Devin Netz comes back in as a pinch hitter after having given way in the 5th inning in the circle. Big time opportunity here. That's 5 straight balls. Told your pitcher to take a breath. I think more in the rhythm of getting hurried, almost. 6 in a row. It's the first strike since the second batter of this inning. You keep track of these things. 2-1, 2 out, down by 1. That's a strike.
Same pitch.
Counts even at 2. The chatter builds. The pitch from White. It's on the way. This one's high. And to right field. That will do it. Athletics Mercado wins the game 3-2 on a pitching performance that was sort of harried there in the 6th inning. But Athletics Mercado with wonderful defense gets the job done, and they take it with the victory. We're going to take a look at the replay of the final play. One lifted to right and hauled in to wrap things up.